Hi, my name is Lincoln Salazar. I'm the CEO and publisher of Cigar and Spirits magazine, and I'm here today in Los Angeles, California with no other than Rob Riggle.
Hello.
Rob, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks
By the
for
way,
having
we
me.
just had a great shoot
Yes.
for the front cover of the next Cigar and Spirits magazine, which will be, listen to Los Angeles back there, so, which will be the next July-August issue of Cigars and Spirits.
Yeah.
But Rob, you've been doing so much in Hollywood right now. So tell us a little bit what you got going down in 2008, and we'll talk a little bit more about your vodka product and what's going to be happening this year. But what have you been doing in 2018 coming up?
Well, this year it's been very good. I had 2 movies already come out, and it's not even May yet. So 12 Strong came out in January. Midnight Sun came out in March, and those were both kind of, one was a straight roll, one was a pretty heavy drama, which is something unusual for me. And then I just did a series for Sony Crackle called Robert Riggle Ski Master Academy.
Oh, wow.
And I have a movie coming out in September with Kevin Hart called Night School.
You do a lot of comedy. Now, you just said you did a drama. So,
Yeah.
I mean, are you trying to get more into the drama roles? I mean,
Yeah, I think that opens up a lot more opportunity. You know, I love comedy. Comedy always comes first with me, and so I'll always do it. Well, as long as anybody will have me, but I'll do it as long as they'll have me. But no, look, I'm a trained actor. I used to do a lot of drama back in New York, and just haven't got the opportunities. When you get out here, sometimes if you do something well, they want to keep you in that lane. So I take it as a compliment that I get to do a lot of comedies. But I can do other things, and so you just have to go out there and show people you can do it.
no, your background, though, I mean, you were a Marine. I mean, forgive me if I say this wrong, but like an awarded Marine.
Yes.
How'd you go from Marines to acting?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, and by the way, thank you so much for your services, by the way. We're very grateful for that. But how do you go from such a transition?
Yeah, no, I was voted most humorous in my senior class in high school. Comedies, I grew up watching all the comedies in the 80s and the 90s. I can quote them, the entire movie to you probably, any movie. Dumb and Dumber, Caddyshack, go down the list, Stripes. But the thing was, I loved that. So I was a theater and film major in college. But I also wanted to serve in the Marines. I wanted to serve my country. So I did that first and then transitioned from the Marines into comedy. I went from active duty, joined the reserves.
Oh, wow.
And while I was in the reserves, I managed to do comedy and acting at night and stuff. And slowly but surely kind of worked my way until I finally got a big break, which was Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that was 2004, 2005, you were saying?
Exactly.
That was Tina Fey at the time and the
Amy
cast
Poehler.
Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler was one of my first improv teachers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I learned from the best.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess we've seen that in the movies now too, coming out that you're producing, that you're coming out in.
Yeah.
So, Marines, acting, and now you're involved also with vodka, which we have here, which is Loaded Vodka.
Yes, Loaded Vodka.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Loaded Vodka is a vodka we make in Kansas City, which is my hometown. So I tend to invest a lot in my hometown and go back and do things in my hometown. It's unique. It's American made. It's handcrafted, gluten free. It's good stuff. But what's unique about it is Kansas, all the way up to North Dakota, sits on top of the largest aquifer in North America.
Oh, wow.
It's basically a huge underground lake encased in granite. It's some of the cleanest water. It's like a Great Lake right under the ground there.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's the cleanest water you'll ever find, and that's where we draw our water from. 60% of a bottle of vodka is water.
Wow.
So you start with clean water, and then you filter it like we do 10 times, and you distill it 6 more times on top of that. You're going to get the cleanest, most pure vodka in the world. And
Wow.
that's what we have right there.
Wow. So why vodka? Because I mean, there's tequilas, there's
Yeah.
scotch. Are you a vodka drinker traditionally, or
I like vodka.
when you get home from working all day, or what is it, vodka that you go to, or?
Well, this is kind of embarrassing, but I like all liquor. I
Yeah.
think that's probably not a good thing, but I do. I like it. I like it all. I was a beer drinker for most of my life.
Oh, wow.
And then bourbon, and then finally, John Oliver, actually, when I was on The Daily Show, introduced me to the wonderful world of Scotch,
Yeah.
which I enjoy.
I love Scotch.
I love Scotch, and especially 18-year-old Macallan on the rocks for
Yeah.
me. Let it melt down. It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
So that's a nice nightcap. However, a friend of mine, the guy that I went into business with on Loaded Vodka, kind of started educating me more about vodka and the wonderful world of vodka and the different drinks you can do with vodkas. And I started having a little more martinis, and I realized how clean and how pure and how good it was. It's not healthy, don't get me wrong, but at least the next day, I didn't feel the effects.
I think in moderation.
In moderation.
In moderation, right? All things in
All
moderation.
things in moderation.
I'm guessing you prefer it as a martini?
Yes.
That's what you like to enjoy?
I like that, and I also like a vodka soda.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, I know you like to have a cigar on the golf course,
Yes.
which is fantastic. So at Cigars and Spirits Magazine, one thing that's really big to us, and by the way, we thank you for your time today. You were a complete gentleman.
Oh, please.
This is the first time we had the opportunity to meet,
Yeah.
so it was great because we got to work with a great gentleman.
Well,
So
thanks.
what kind of does a cigar and a spirit mean to you when it comes to, let's say, camaraderie? One thing we talk about heavily at the publication is the camaraderie that men share, or when it's with your wife, or kind of what does a cigar and a spirit mean to you in the camaraderie aspect?
That's interesting. That's interesting. I think it's almost like a trigger for me. Because I don't smoke cigars every day. When I smoke a cigar, generally speaking, it's not with the ladies, it's with my guy friends, and it's usually on a golf course. And to me, it triggers happy memories because every time I break out a cigar, and usually with a mixed drink or whatever, let's say a loaded and soda,
Yeah.
I'm on the golf course and I'm hanging with my friends, and it's 4 or 5 hours because we play very slow.
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours of uninterrupted time with your friends, and you're enjoying the taste and the smell of a cigar. And so it's kind of a trigger thing for me. Whenever I have a cigar, it remembers, like a song.
It's like good times, like
Yeah, like you hear a
celebrating.
certain song from your youth. It
Yeah.
reminds you of some party or a girl or going roller skating. I don't know. It reminds you of something. A song remembers.
Yeah.
Well, so does a cigar, and so does a drink, and put those together on a golf course, and it just fills my mind with memories through my 20s and 30s, and just having good times.
Absolutely. Well, Rob, I'm going to thank you so much for your time. I know you have so much going on right now. We really appreciate your time today. And make sure guys to check out Loaded Vodka, and make sure to check out the July-August issue of Cigar and Spirits Magazine with Mr. Rob Riggle on the front cover.